Hello everyone, I am Sacred. Heartily welcome to you all and thank you all for joining me in another mod spotlight in Hearts of Iron 4. Today it will not be Germany who is the aggressor, today it will be France. In this mod called the second Napoleon, the second Napoleon. Let's see. Well, it is basically about, I can imagine already, that France lost and now France is a country who's going aggressive. France is a nearly completely finished focus tree already. And here we see how the map looks like. You can see that the entire border zone with France is demilitarized. So I think we'll get the event for that. I think so. And we have the German Republic maintaining its old borders and Yugoslavia completely carved up. Austria still being quite a big country. Poland, Ukraine and Belarus being independent as well as the Baltic states. And the Soviet Union being severely weakened, plus the Ottoman Republic still existing. Plus Germany controlling Deutsche Mittelafrika. So let's see that. Now, the mod just came out actually on the 28th of August, but it got an update today, so it's worth to take a look into this. Now, this is an extremely early version of the mod used for testing only. So, if you're expecting fun, this isn't the mod for you, because you'll get bugs instead. We'll take a look onto this glorious mod. It's called the second Napoleon. This mod updates nearly daily. Take this into account when playing a long campaign. The second Napoleon mod is based on an alternative story scenario where Germany won World War I and humiliated France, took land from the Soviets and formed Middle Africa in order to dominate for the decades to come. But everything has gone wrong for the Germans. France is now a dictatorship under a new ideology called Napoleonism. Austria-Hungary is split up a decade ago and the new Ottoman Republic refuses to cooperate with Germany. In 1923, Kaiser Wilhelm II abdicated from the German Republic in hopes of stabilizing Germany, but it has in fact ruined Germany even more. What will happen in the next decade? Will Germany still hold their position as the leader of Europe? Will France fulfill their demands of world under French control? The world is in your hands. Well, how complete is the mod? The French focus tree is 88% complete. The German national focus tree is 5%, the Greek focus 20%, Italian focus 50%, Soviet 20%, British 0%, American 0%. European and the African maps are full finished, Asian 2%, national spirit 80%, events 15%, overseas around 53%. I will soon add a question and answer, suggestion and a complete in-depth history of this mod. So stay tuned for that. And you also thank a friend for helping with the Greek focus tree. Go sure to check it out. So go sure to check out the mods. It also has a Q&A focus and the history of the second Napoleon. It is very deep and it's keeping constant updates. So this is a quite thorough history you can see here. It's very deep. Every year is covered multiple times. So if you want to have some fun, go sure and read this. It's simple. Under this link, then you go down the history of the second Napoleon. It is that. Plus, go sure to like and subscribe to it, perhaps even favorite it if you like this mod. Well, then I'd say let's get straight back in the Hearts of Iron. The game is still loading, surprisingly long, but it's generating the borders, and then we should be ready to go and to see how glorious we can make France once more. If you want to see a second episode, if you have any questions or if you have any comment, please drop a comment down below. I'd like to hear whatever you have on your mind. Thank you. Don't hesitate. The Gathering Stone scenario, we see Nation Française. They have the weakness of the Great War, but that's wrong. That shouldn't be there. That's wrong. They didn't emerge victorious. Germany, okay, that doesn't seem really that finished if you ask me. But okay. There we go. The world looks certainly different. The Soviet Union has the Brest-Litovsk Treaty, where they are severely weakened. Now it changed. The German Republic is the victor of the Great War, but they have Reichstag troubles. While France has the German spirits, they have bitterness over the fate, and the Great War dominates the politics of the nation, plus they have the General Staff, led by the Napoleonic Party of France, so that's like a new ideology. Italy is also fascist, so perhaps an alliance will form, and Turkey has the anything but Ottoman trait, where they control Syria and Armenia and parts of Greece. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'd say let's get straight into it as the Nation Française, playing on regular and without. I'm not sure, let's play with and see if the mod is something developed as well. Let's see, play on regular with historical air focuses. Because it might change or it may not, and then I'd say let's get straight into the game. Start, there we go. Hang on regular, Nation Française, which means French nation. About there, let's see how strong we are. Let's first, I'd say before we get into the game, let's first spotlight the major nations of this game. Thank you. So let's get the spectator mode. France starts off with 44 factories. They have 6 military, 8 naval, and 30 civilian. The core population is 40 million, and they have 60 million non-core. The army is, like in the beginning, half a million strong. They are still replaced, but they will retreat soon to the territory. The 44 factories, plus they still got some of their colonies under their command. German Republic is a really strong nation, having 91 factories, but the army size is kept the same. Don't forget, they are democratic, led by the Centrum's Partei. Their Volkstree, the German Volkstree has changed. In fact, they can go already for a war with the USSR, but they can strengthen the Reichstag. Okay, they can't proceed here because they need an army of 100 million. I like that, so they can't go ahead and reassert their claim, so they can't get into this path. That's good, that's good. Okay, so the German Volkstree is really unfinished. I wouldn't suggest playing as Germany. Oh, and then the Italian Focus 3, let's see, the Italian Focus 3, they have the Ethiopian War Logistics Trump. They can go ahead and either do the Austrian friendship or claims on Austria. If you ask why, now they can do the Pact of State, and most likely I think that Italy will join with the Nation Française in the same faction, so that's really interesting. They have 42 factories and they're a really decent army. The Austrians have 35 factories and a small army, so the army size didn't change. But the country's borders changed considerably. The Ottoman Republic isn't that strong. It has about 20 factories, more than Turkey had, but most of it is still kept there. The Soviet Union is severely weakened with only 64 factories. So, yeah, plus they have the Brest-Litovsk Treaty, severely weakening them. We have a really weak Poland, but they have 320,000 troops. We have Belarus and Ukraine with no army at all. And the Greater Finland with around 3.6 million troops and 11 factories. Greater Finland after the treaty. The eastern borders of the Soviet Union are kept the same. I'd say let's not talk too much, let's get straight into the game, shall we? As France, I want to militarize the German border. Yeah, militarize the German border. The Champagne-Lorraine regions have been demilitarized since the end of the Great War, but this insult shows that no longer. France is a sovereign nation and is free to move troops anywhere within her borders. Let's say that I want to, let's say I only have 6 military factories while German has 40 and 6. I have 30 civilian ones. Well, I am in dire need of militarization though, but I'd say first off let's get more civilian factories, since beating Germany will be a tough job. They are the, I'd say, guardian of democracy in this world, so let's get the machine tools, and then the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine, as well as the infantry researched. I've ordered the equipment, yeah, the submarines, yeah, this can stay. I'll reduce this to 1, everything, not 200. Yeah, 200 of course. Just 1. Everything to 1. And I want them to deploy here. Well, the French Navy should achieve complete naval supremacy at least, so that's a good thing. Oil I'll get from the Soviets, not Soviets. I'm fascist, so let's get it. Does Italy have oil? They don't. Well, I can get it from, I don't know, let's get it from Venezuela perhaps, yeah, from them. Well, at least we are getting 6 factories through it, right, so that's a good thing. And France starts off with partial mobilization, so we have an advantage over the Germans. The Germans are just doing the naval efforts, the Reichsautobahn actually. Plus they have Deutsche Mittelafrika as their colony there, led by Franz Tolenga. Actually, yeah, they have all of it as a core states, plus it has their own color, because I'm playing with that specific mod which enables that. What I should do is, want here. I maybe need just some divisions here, but it's really an impossible area, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, these 2 will be enough already against the Germans here. So what I want to do is send my entire army to the European theater. Which is based overseas. Let's see, you as well. The Troop de Madagascar, and also these Asian troops. Since I'm not expecting to get invaded from there. I hope they're gonna move out with the order to garrison this provinces. Are they? Yes, they are getting on their way. We militarized the German border. That's great. What did we actually get? We got political power and we increased world tension. Now I can do the Mediterranean focus or destroy German influence. I want to see. I could actually ally Japan. The Porsche war. The Porsche. Oh, but I think it's time to get some factories. So I'll go ahead and rush down the industrial expansion path. Let's get Metropolitan France. And I'd say, let's get here traditional roads to build factories even faster. We only require 2 factories to build the factories on our own. That's simply great. So we shouldn't have any problems there. Let's see. My entire army is. We have 71 divisions here. Oh, and the Spanish Civil War just started. I think... Well, I didn't get an event. That is fairly interesting. Where's the event, please? That's weird. I might be getting no events, but I don't know. I think I should have gotten an event. Yeah, well, that is quite weird, to be honest. I'm not playing with the animals, which may be interfering with this, so I don't know why. Sadly. Alright, so this shouldn't hinder us. Let's separate out our troops here, the infantry and motorized. Oh, I think someone said if you double click on the troops, it will select all of this. Really, thank you. I'm going to give you just a heart because you made the game so easier for me. Just I was separating them out all one by one, but if you double click on the troops, the game does it for you. So you saved me thousands of hours probably. Thank you, really, thank you a lot. I'm just separating out the troops all one by one, how you can see. Really, thank you a lot. Thank you. I love you for that. Alright, there we go. 8 roads. Chef Mechanique. They're all separated. Now it's time for the industrial expansion. I'd say let's industry. Let's make it concentrated. Either than that, go for electronic engineering. My army is 570,000 strong. Probably I could. I mean, invading Germany it would be wrong because yeah, our army isn't that strong and they have a superb industry compared to us. So it really might make some progress, but we simply lack the equipment. And with the ill-trained and ill-equipped army, it would rather backfire. Therefore, not rather go for that. But for what I'll go for is for power and politics, because we need the political power. That's for sure. Philippe Pétain is leading the Nation Française. So, through this focus we'll get 5 factories, and here I'll get another 5. Here I can actually get another 8 factories, so that's great. I'm going to get all of that before I go down the other path. We need to make France big and strong, that is for sure. Don't we? A big, glorious and strong French nation ready to conquer the enemies in the world. That's what we need. No military factories. There we go. Let's see, I'm going to maximize our Loire because it's 70% and Bourgogne, it's close, that's Auvergne. Or actually Midi-Pyrénées because it's plus 80%. Also Languedoc. There we go. Now we have 45 civilian, 8 military and 8 naval. Well, you know, because they are democratic, they may even join up with the British because, yeah, they are democratic. But their unit is only 30%, and so beating Germany will be easy if we get a strong and powerful army, of course, only then. We go heavily militarizing France, how we can see, heavily. I could actually get the extra research slots. I could go for the Le Poche and also get Belgium onto my side, how it seems like. Then I could demand Western Switzerland. That would be quite nice, and get the extra research slots. I think I'll go for the extra research slots after I got these extra 5 factories. There we go, extra research slots. These 5 will be used well, mainly for weapons. After that I'm going to also increase this by 1 each. Yeah. Alright, well, the French Air Force is quite weak. I should maybe reorganize it completely. We'll make a strong Air Force. I can do that. A strong and powerful Air Force shall be established. Let's go prepare defense. Alright, so there we go. The fascists should be winning. I don't have to send my troops into that nation. After that, let's see, I can get one here, a sound workhorse. Yeah, he'll be a good long-term investment. We're getting 1.41 per day now. Plus our army is getting better equipped. The Germans are still quite strong, but we'll outnumber them. We'll first, well, they have 56 to 68 civilian factories. Yeah, they are quite strong. But the war shall be swift when we make our army glorious and just strong. We shall win it in absolute victory, I'm sure of that. Yeah, let's rush down the industrial path. There we go, one more slot, one more to get construction. I'd say let's get the Algeria, France and the colonial industries done before I go for the Porsche war. Well, I'm thinking, like, if I may wait too long, then I need also more troops to go for that. Then they may be guaranteed by democratic nations, so I maybe shouldn't wait that long. I think waiting too long wouldn't prove so beneficial for us. So for now, my army is separated, but I think, yeah, I can simply overrun the Belgian lines. They only have 715 troops. So these ones, let's simply combine them once more, just to simply overrun them. This cavalry will be changed. Let's see, what do I have? Division de Infanterie Alpine, Division de Infanterie. I'm going to Alpine. Yeah, going to use the Division de Infanterie Alpine. But later, when I got more experience, now I can already change them. Alright. These tanks, yeah, they'll make a separate corps. But nevertheless, they'll get lined up against the Belgians. Yeah, this war should be just a marching into the Belgian land, and then we should have absolute victory. Because they have no guarantee whatsoever. Alright, Algeria, France, we got. Now I'll go for destroy German influence. Let's see what it says. If we ever want to stand up to Germany, we must make sure their authority is questioned every step of the way. If they have a right to influence Poland and Holland, then we have a right to influence Belgium and Switzerland. Yes, we do. The Japanese, alright. They'll cause lots of world tension, how you know, so I'll have to keep that in check. Okay, just I need more world tension for that, but I can get the industrial concern already. Okay, there we go. Now I shall destroy German influence and regroup my air force. Okay, there we go. Some bomber troops. Do I have some other airplanes? Only on ships, that's fine. French army is 615,000 men strong, getting stronger by the day.
Attention.
They can keep garrisoning there, no problem with that. 3 dockyards. I think let's get some Algeria class heavy cruiser because it still will look so nice. 182 per year, that's nice. And get more and more civilian factories. Pas-de-Calais, Loire. There we go. Sweets. Now I can go for the Porsche. Oh no, I need more troops. Asian diplomacy, ally Japan. Why? No, I don't want to get Japan. No, no need for that. Instead, I'll go ahead since I need more troops. I'll just go ahead and get the. Let's get the aggressive focus. Yeah. Perhaps. Now let's get the colonial industry. 4 more civilian factories. Let's focus on Algiers. That's really what we need. Also the radio. We have 75 factories, 11 military and 8 naval and 56 civilian. Still the Germans have way more than we do. Don't forget the Germans have way more than we do. 52 to 67 plus tons more military than we do. So they have a really well equipped army, I can imagine already. Next thing will be the let's see. I'll get the exchange of ideas and build factories here in these provinces plus here. Alright, let's get excavation, then also a nice perhaps naval doctrine, battlefield concentration, and here advance and get some. That's all of time. I'm not playing with the other mods I'm playing normally with, so that's why, not with the extended research, for example. Field Marshal, they're all old guards. Don't I have a new one? They're all old guards, but fine. Alphonse Georget.
Écoutez.
And you will get this one called Alphonse Wien. Okay, colonial military factories. Yeah, I need to train more troops, but I lack the equipment, so we can't go for the Belgian ultimatum yet. But at one time we will be able to, I'm certain. But not now, not now. We have to wait and build more weapons. Perhaps, yeah, I should start building military factories already, if you ask me. Yeah, it's time. It's time to speed things up. We have 65 civilians, this should be enough. But outbreak of the war, we'll have 70. I have some nice plans there. 80, yeah, building them in the good factories, good provinces. Alright, we have the Axis, the Germans are in no faction. The Anton still exists. We have the Axis, which is a nice I dot there. Seems quite sweet. Okay, well, at one point I'll be able to invite Italy. Let's not think of non-aggression. There we go with Fascist nations and ask for military access. That way they may like us even more. Austria is non-aligned. Let's go for what? I guess the conversion. I wouldn't mind, to be honest. Now then, let's go for the Navy focus. Let's go for the aggressive focus. Because France will be aggressive, we can expect already. And get the war strategist, who is called Zivony Peshkov. Doesn't sound that French for me, to be honest. There we go. Militarization is underway right now. Heavy French militarization, heavy. And get even more military factories. Here, where do we have 80%? It's 70, let's put it in Auvergne. And, okay. We are getting 9 factories through trade, that's sweet, that's just amazing. Well, it's good that there are no forts, so we shouldn't have such a big of a problem crushing. Oh, look to that. Belgium is guaranteed by the German Republic. Oh, that's interesting, that's really interesting. So we may have to go to war with Germany. Oh, it seems like we may have to. Well, let's see. We have to. Grand assault is soon finished. Then it will be perhaps assault or infiltration. I don't know. Assault, breakthrough. It will be assault. Yeah. Oh, come on, Japan is just spiking up the world tangent. Spiking up insanely. Now I can go for the motorized focus. Since I really like the troops. Things getting finished too quick. Go for this and for this. And then I'll get more civilian factories throughout all of France. Well, I can get the army offense for only 50, that's what I wanted to get. Our army is 615,000 strong, we still have a minus of weapons, so... First off, I need more weapons. It will be weapons, weapons, weapons. First, really be a heavily based ground army for now, how it seems like. I can get my navy already into the port of Bretagne. Combining that. I'm really rushing through with the technology research, how you can see. Maybe I should have enabled the technology mods. Yeah, now things are getting... I can get the radar detection to build radio stations across our borders. Germany has 50, they have around 70, close to 70 military factories. But they have also partial mobilization, which is not nice at all. That is not nice. So we lost the edge which we had over the Germans. And Sturm and Train, the Division de Infanterie Alpine in here, Lorraine. Let's train 39 divisions, 30 and 9, that's quite much. Require the manpower, but that shouldn't be a problem. I guess I can go for the mechanized focus, or perhaps here, nuclear efforts. But I'm getting no events, so I have no idea why I'm getting no events. If you know why, then let me know. I don't really. Okay, 106 factories, it's nice.
Paris.
I have these 20 troops, they'll just go ahead and against the German border, you'll never know, so they can just be a line of defense. Alphonse Wien, they'll be led by Charles de Gaulle, yeah. Actually by him. Trickster. Alright.
Paris.
Chateau Le Bon. Okay. Just ensure to have no unassigned troops. Having trained, yeah, I still need weapons, how you can see. Well, Germany is doing the Molotov and Ribbentrop Pact, well, that's rather interesting. Well, will they do the alliance with the USSR? I hope not. That would prove horrendous for us. To be honest, yeah, it would be a disaster. But I hope they won't. They are going for the extra research slots. Okay, let them. Nuclear effort we got. Next thing, we'll do the extra research slot too. I think we have certainly too many research slots at this point. Well, I need the troops fielded into the field, so I can do the push. I think 700,000 men is quite high, yeah. Maybe it should be lowered a bit, so, but, okay. But is Brandenburg controlled by Napoleon? Oh, I could destroy Brest-Litovsk. How it seems like. Ground support, cavalry, I think I'll get... Should I get? Yeah, I'll get extended conscription. There we go. Manpower is what we needed. Now I can go for nuclear research. It's out of time, but I don't mind. I'll just dedicate one research slot to that. Alright, 117. The French nation militarizing. Come on, when are they finished training? They need quite a bit of time. They're at least training slowly but steadily. I still need tons of weapons. We're at least getting 150 per day. That's not too bad. But you need to build up France really long, how you can see. It's taking some time. But it's surely worth it, I think. Decryption and encryption. Look just how much. I have 6 research slots. 6. That's overkill. Okay, I'll wait until it's 900, 700,000. Then I can go ahead. Okay, now let's get more artillery and more sport equipment. And also, I want to get points, because I scored 1. In good quantities. And now it will be... where should I build them? Now I'm running out of slots, how you can see. In mainland France. Now... Come on, 900,000. It's not too long, it won't take much. Well, I'll assign to them a... engineer company, so now it should be 7,000. Yep, it is. Now I can go for the Porsche. What does the Porsche mean even? The Porsche is a French term for connection. It has been used by many fascist parties to describe a union with Belgium. Now that Pétain is in power, let us put this Le Porsche in place. Le Porsche pour la France. Le Porsche pour la France. Well, they have a good support of fascists. Let's see if the Belgians accept this. I think that the Belgians most likely will deny, but I don't know. Somebody useful, they're all useless to be honest, so I'll go for the war economy. Yep, war economy, it is for the French nation. Okay, just built, yeah, we are maximizing out France, how you can see, it is just getting filled with factories. It's glorious, isn't it? Sooner are only 1 million strong. We have 48 military, 8 naval, 74 civilian. Well, what Germany is going for the war with the USSR? Well, I mean, they do not bother the nation, so declaring war won't be a smart go for them. Perhaps not, perhaps not. See, I have light tanks, yeah, let's get more French light tanks and more planes and also more motorized equipment. But mainly more artillery and sport equipment. The Porsche we got. Now I can build radar stations. Now I can demand Western Switzerland. Let's do that. I got no event. What is that? I'm getting no events. To be honest. I think there's a bug somewhere. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching me. I'll finish the episode here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Sacred and I'm out. Have a good day to you all and see you next time. Goodbye and have a nice day. Bye. Also, go sure to check out my other content, and see you next time.